So this is the hospital Langley Annex. This is where your mental health clinic and physical therapy clinic is located. Building 289, right across the street from the library and right next to the BX and the commissary.
Good afternoon, ISR Airmen. It's Captain Navarre again from the ART team. I'm here with Ms. Lynn Ford today with the Family Advocacy Office, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about the Family Advocacy Program, FAP, and what they can do for you all as our ISR community. So, Ms. Ford, please let our ISR Airmen know what Family Advocacy can do for them.
Well, thank you. So, FAP, our mission is prevention and treatment of family maltreatment, and we do this in a number of ways. We provide prevention services, intervention services, and treatment. On the prevention side, of course, we have our new parent support program, which you're familiar with. We also have our FAST services, which is individual, couple, and family counseling for those who may be at risk but don't currently have family maltreatment in the home. And then the final thing we do is education via a number of ways. We have classes, parenting classes, relationship classes, anger management, stress management. In addition, we come out and do briefings, commanders calls, in-unit trainings, and we also provide info and resource tables and events and things like that across the base. On the intervention side, we have our DAVA services. That would be our domestic abuse victim advocates. They provide crisis services for individuals who are victims of domestic abuse violence, and they can provide social support, educational resources, go to court with them, things like that. And they can also provide services to the non-offending parents of victims of child abuse. And then on the treatment side, we have our maltreatment providers. The maltreatment providers assess situations when we have a referral that comes in, and then provide resources to them depending on what is needed, as well as therapy. And on the therapy side, they may provide individual, or they may be providing couple counseling or family counseling, depending on what's going on at that point.
So you mentioned DAVA services, which are victim advocates, right? How is that different from, say, the victim advocates that you might come across in the SARC or somewhere else?
Okay. So the SARC ones are volunteers, and ours are paid contractors who will work full-time, as well as carry a crisis line after hours. They can accompany an individual to court. They can provide education depending on what the concerns or needs are of the domestic abuse victim advocate.
Okay. And then you also mentioned like parenting groups or anger management groups, things like that. I'm sure you guys do that during normal business hours. Is there any opportunities for maybe our airmen that work on other shifts for them to engage in family advocacy treatments or groups?
Sure thing. So we do come out and do evening or unit trainings, or we can just come and see an individual one-on-one at their units. I've also gone to, like say, the gym and hold a class there just because it's more convenient after hours to somebody. But also, we can refer them to other resources. So there are other agencies on and off the installation that provide some services depending on what their needs are. So like there are anger management classes in Newport News. We can also refer them to Fort Eustis. So it really just depends on what the need and concern is.
Great. So there's more than just one opportunity here. There's
Right.
multiple opportunities elsewhere that you can help our airmen connect to and identify what might be best fits for them and their families.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And then also, so how would one of our airmen come about contacting you all in case they have a question or have a need for a service?
Okay. Well, if they're in an immediate crisis, they can always call our crisis line. That would be 846-1777. And if they are just calling for either a referral or to get some information or on a class or things like that, they can call our normal line, which is 764-2427.
Okay.
Our Family Advocacy Program assistants will answer that line and then refer them depending on where they need to go, whether it's a DAVA or the outreach manager / intervention specialist. So just depending on what their need is.
Great. And then if they were to come to Family Advocacy here, so you guys are housed here at the mental health clinic, correct?
Correct.
They would just go to the front desk, ask for Family Advocacy, and somebody would come up and greet them and give them information?
Right, just depending on what their concern is. Usually calling us is the better way to get to a hold of us, just because you don't know who's in the office and who has the answer, but
Okay.
they could also call.
Great. And the phone numbers again, 764?
2427
2427.
and 846-1777 for the crisis
For
line.
the crisis line. Great. So, Ms. Ford, thank you very much for the information. Again, if our airmen have any other further questions about family advocacy and what you all can provide, I'm sure they can contact you through the phone number. I know that you're leaving soon, but I'm sure somebody will be taking your place. What's the name of the position that they would be asking for?
The intervention specialist.
So the intervention specialist would be the person that they would ask for over the
Correct.
phone and then be contacted with the right person. Great, great.
Mhm.
So Ms. Ford, thank you very much for meeting with us today. We appreciate your time. And hopefully our airmen find something useful out of the program that could potentially help them with their relationships and their children and all that before it becomes an issue or a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.